Alright, Drunk Zombie Talk, UCT! Woohoo! Yay! Here I am with my fellow compadres. I'm Rabbit. This is
Skittles.
And
Kelso.
a new member. Finally, somebody different. But we all love The Walking Dead, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to jump right into it. Drink of the week. Now that our current co-host is gone, sorry, Dre. Sorry, DJ Chocolate Thunder, but we're doing rum this time. And my favorite concoction that I found years ago was Calico Jack and root beer. Rum and root beer. Awesome mix. Just do half and half. This show really kind of consists of making half and halves. But
It wouldn't be decent to without half and halves.
you gotta do it half and half. The rum, it's already pretty spicy and has a little bit of a vanilla taste to it. Sorry. And the root beer just really counteracts it. Just has a strong vanilla taste and, basically tasty.
But honestly, has any drink been on this show that was nasty? I don't think so.
Unless you make the rabbit drink, which would be right there. 3 parts rum and a splash of Coke. Root beer. Make a root beer float. Alright, so me and Skittles here, we ended up watching this movie, a little B movie, zombie related.
Yeah, zombie-esque.
Dead Before Dawn. If you want to get drunk and stoned or something like that, just check that movie out.
Quirky, funny, silly, kind of serious, be zombie-esque.
And it was not serious at all, man.
Kind of serious. There was a little bit of seriousness
No,
to it.
they made sure that was B movie related.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Basically, what happened was Christopher Lloyd was in there. Kudos to him. He was
Doc Brown.
he was the uncle for an occult store and some little voodoo skull with demon ashes in there.
Yeah.
And long story short, kids broke it, and then as soon as it broke, they just thought it was funny and made up these rules. Like, everybody that they look at turns into a zombie, and they called them Zemans. And the only way that you would be able to turn into a Zeman was by the Zeman giving you a hickey. But you can make Zeman your slave forever if you made out with French kissed him.
Yeah. The people that it cursed, the way it goes that as the last ash hits the floor, whatever is said after that is what happens. And they say they thought they were being silly.
Made up all these
Yeah,
weird little hickeys and the French kiss, and
couldn't
then
die. Like the people that got cursed themselves didn't turn into Zemans unless they got hickeys. But then if you made out with one of the Zemans, and according to the movie, they actually had to be a little enticed to you. If you made out with them, they became your
slave.
Yeah. And
It was pretty funny. Like,
kind of a new way to bring up a zombie.
They started at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
That was when the curse happened, and they had until dawn to complete the
ritual. The ritual to put back together the urn to get to
end it all, or
smash the curse,
or forever be cursed for eternity.
It's silly.
It was like the way that they turn into Zemans was they would kill themselves. Like you seen his his mom, like he was in there drawing in the front room, and you see his mom like running a bath, and she just like mindlessly walks into the kitchen and mindlessly walks back with a toaster, and like all of a sudden the electricity goes out, and you're just like, the fuck happened? He gets up and finds out his mom's a Zeman.
So, if you're interested in quite silly, a little bit better than the last one we talked about, Stalled. It has a little bit more to it than Stalled, but it's
and a
also
little bit zombie.
quirky, silly, Just
What's the name of it?
Dead Before
Dawn.
Dead Before Dawn. Check it out. Funny. This is a good movie to just get drunk and watch and laugh your ass off. Okay, let's shoot into it. I think we've been out for a couple episodes, so we'll go ahead and start with the Walking Dead episode with Rick and Carl Michonne. What do you guys' take on like the whole intrusion of when Rick was asleep after Carl and Michonne went out?
Some bonding, some severe family bonding. I still call it family ties, honestly.
Well, I was talking about the intrusion, the people that the
I think Rick will probably never go with anywhere without a gun again.
yeah.
Because he always has his revolver on him.
It's the first thing he reached for too.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck. But how smart was he when he jumped underneath the bed? He made sure that it looked like nobody was staying there. He even grabbed the water bottle.
Yeah.
I was like, man, oh yeah, he's gonna use that because he's gonna get thirsty. Just laying under there. I was like, oh wait, no.
There's a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah, it's like making sure that nobody knew that the people were staying there. But of course, they found Michonne's shirt or whatever that was just freshly clean. But yeah, like that part was. I thought it was really intense.
Yeah.
And especially, did you guys think the guy was dead?
No,
That he choked?
I thought he was choked out, but turns out he was dead straight up.
I swear to God, I saw him breathing. I swear to God, I thought I saw him like take a breath.
Then whenever Rick goes to get out, he leaves the door cracks for whenever he turns into the zombie. He comes out and attacks everybody.
Oh, he does come out as. Oh, okay.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even acknowledge that. That's actually pretty.
When he's in the bathroom and he sees the guy sitting on the pot.
Wait, no, he killed that guy.
Yeah, he killed that guy. He choked him out. I'm talking about the guy that was laying on the bed.
When he's seen him,
Yeah.
That guy was probably just passed out.
I swear I saw him breathe. But I did not even put that together.
Yeah, he left the door cracked right open, like just enough so that whenever the guy that he just killed wakes up, he'll attack them and they'll be focused on that.
That was what the walker was.
Okay.
That was what the walker was.
Right.
When he was outside by the porch, he was like, "Oh shit, walker!" And the dude ran back inside. That was the walker.
Yeah.
Very good diagnosis.
Yeah. Wow.
Very good, Kelso.
Good job.
Damn, I did not even see that. Wow.
Impressive.
I think we need to have Kelso on here more often.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the whole bonding between Carl and Michonne? I mean, the whole baby thing that she popped up. I mean, we all knew she had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't tell anybody except for him, though. I guess that was to help him cope with his situation because he doesn't know if his sister's alive or dead.
Yeah, we all know. I mean,
Yeah, we know she is, but he doesn't, and it's still. I don't know. I think it's good for him. I think it's good for Carl. He needs something. He needs a motherly figure too, because I mean, obviously he had to shoot his real mom in the head. So he needs something, some other feminine contact other than. I think he feels like his dad is trying to hold him back. So
in a
way, well, he's trying to keep him safe.
He's protected.
But at the same time, he doesn't want him just going out and feeling like he can do whatever he wants, because obviously in the episode before that he couldn't.
He barely made it back.
Yeah. So I just feel that connection between him and Michonne's definitely something that Carl needed.
Absolutely. What are your takes on it, Kelso?
I think it pretty much agree with Henry, the whole motherly thing, or whatever you said, I believe.
Just some kind of
I
motherly
was zoned
figure.
out into it just then.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good relationship. Like, it's good to see Michonne smile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was
She's
always
not a heartless woman.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of taken a part of, where Daryl was just like a heartless bastard and Merle was too, but then they slowly came out of the shell and they're just like, hey, we care about people too. I mean, in this world.
Their whole life.
They've been torturing people.
All they had was each other.
Yeah.
And then they come in contact with all these other people that are just like, no, we need you, we need your help, come with us.
Yeah,
and
you're strong.
They just kind of, all right, well, I'm here to help now, I guess.
Michonne was just that kind of heartless one, and then I guess it was Andrea's death that kind of spawned that, and then when she was holding Judith, I think that brought back a lot, and just made her kind of attached to Carl a lot more.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like you said, the motherly figure, and like, I mean, it's nice to see her smile instead of being a hard ass. And I still think she's a sexy bitch. She gets sexier every episode, especially with that whole cheese whiz scene.
Oh.
I was like,
cheese on.
oh, wet dream. That was
gross.
gross. It was gross. Yuck. All right. Well, it was a crazy episode. The next episode was
Kind of slow, kind of interesting, kind of a back filler. Just kind of
it
gave you
was
a
a
little
little
bit of background on what's
disappointing
going on.
in my eyes. The whole Beth, like, I mean, I thought it was kind of funny how she was always looking for that drink of alcohol, or she just needed it. For some reason, she just needed it. What do you guys take on that one? Just teenage angst.
Just
Rebellion.
she lost her dad, and
Herschel was an alcoholic, though.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I think that she's trying to find that connection with somebody now. I don't.
Is
Honestly,
it me or
I don't think that
I think she was
Daryl
trying
was
to make
probably
a
the best.
pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's what it seemed like at first, but I
Especially
think
when it
she's
starts
just trying
playing
to.
Never Have I Ever.
She's trying to play. She's trying to find that comfort zone or security with another male figure because her dad is gone now. I honestly don't think that Daryl is the best for that. Now, granted, Daryl's he's a good choice because he's changed a lot since you first met him. Okay,
He's the redneck with a heart of gold.
yeah, but
Until he
he's
drinks moonshine.
yeah.
Can't hear you, I'm pissing.
I honestly feel that she needed that though. I think she needed a good slashing of the tongue. She just needed to be like, look here, this is what we're in, and you need to accept it because right now it's just us.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can see all that. It's just like the whole teenage rebellion, and she's never going to experience it, so I think that's
Yeah.
why she was lashing out. But the whole scene, like in the golf area, I was just like, come on, man. Like, seriously, like you're running around like a dumb bitch.
Risking your life for just a bottle of booze.
bottle of schnapps is what it turned out to be.
Yeah, first it was a bottle of wine,
But,
and then it was peach
Then
nuts.
she ended up busting that over a zombie's head.
Well, that was crazy. That whole camp area where all the people, I guess they committed suicide.
Yeah.
Like they all killed themselves.
Yeah.
And was it Beth that picked up the spoon that said Washington on it?
Yeah.
What would you like? What about the whole Glenn with the army dick dude? Do you think they were going to that Washington,
Washington D.C.
or do you think they were going to that Washington because they had that?
Well, I don't know about the Washington on the spoon, but I know they're going to Washington D.C.
So that means that they're somewhere in Washington or
They're-
something
they're being
related
rude.
to.
If they had been driving for 3 hours, that means that they were probably pretty close to South Carolina, if not through South Carolina into North Carolina.
And we don't know how long Daryl and Beth have been on the run either.
Yeah,
So I mean, they could be.
they can't be that far because
It
everybody
started
else.
in Atlanta, and then it kind of was like Atlanta, Georgia kind of
Yeah.
area.
Atlanta is in Georgia.
I mean, not Georgia, and then the state. Fuck history. Fuck U.S. maps.
Geography.
Geography, whatever. I'm drunk. But that's why we call it drunk zombie talk. But yes, whatever. Georgia and like, I mean, it would be kind of a shot to get up there. So I mean, we don't know.
Well,
long
Maryland's just north of North Carolina.
I'm just throwing that out there. I thought that was kind of weird that dude was talking about Washington and getting there, taking the scientists there, and then they pick up a spoon that says Washington on it. It's just like, I don't know. Are they all gonna,
Maybe it is foreshadowing. Maybe it's not.
maybe they're all gonna go
I
there.
thought after that, after the spoon and everything, Daryl grabbing all the money and stuff was interesting. But I was thinking, I was like, he's probably getting it for papers to burn because the money's not gonna.
Maybe.
Or he was just
After
old
that
habits,
moonshine
old habits
incident?
die hard.
Yeah. After the moonshine incident, I think that's what it was. His old habits die hard.
But yeah, he used the money to catch that fire.
Yeah.
And blew up the place.
And he just let it all go, and then she did the awkward flip off, and
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, this is the right way to do it. Dude, I started laughing so hard when she did that. She was just smiling, flipping off a burning building, and just like, all right, there's your teenage angst there. Have fun.
Let you have that one.
Yeah, and here comes Walker's like, hey, quit flipping it off. We gotta go.
Yeah.
And I guess that was a little bonding experience for Beth and Daryl, which
I think they both needed it.
Daryl needed it more than anybody.
Yeah, well,
When he broke down and when he cried, I was just like, I think he needed that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
he had all this
he needed to let something out.
the only 2 times that we've ever seen Daryl cry throughout the whole series is when he saw the hand of Merle cut off on the roof, and then when he saw Merle dead as a zombie eating another human.
Yeah.
And and he just broke down. Like, and what was so awesome about it was he broke down because mainly of Herschel. He said, if I could have took that one shot, I would have probably saved his life.
Yeah.
And he just beat himself up over it, and that was pretty intense, man. I mean, I don't care who you are, that is fucking intense, and that dwells on your mind no matter who you are. If that shit actually happened in real life, oh yeah.
You don't realize it. You know somebody, and you think you know yourself for so long, and then you meet some other people that, well, also in the situation that they're in, they stick together, and they like regardless of whether you want to or not. If you're in a group of people and you're trying to fend for yourself and feed each other and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you could become a family.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's like a lot of the families. It's
It's like our zombie planet we got. I mean,
yeah,
it's like we already are a family.
You just become a family. I mean,
To
because
keep a simple zombie plan. I love remaking that song.
yeah.
Simple kind of man, simple zombie plan.
You mean, to be a simple man.
Whatever.
Simple man, Leonard Skinner.
Whatever.
Love you,
Hey.
Johnny Van Zant.
Shout outs. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. It was just slow. I did like the moonshine though. The moonshine on there. I would really like to get some of that moonshine because she was drinking it like a champ, and
Yeah.
if she can drink it, I know Cassie can drink it. they were just sipping on that shit. She was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's the worst
Like,
tasting thing I've ever had.
what? Like, that's not moonshine. If that was moonshine, she'd already be puking after a second shot. Especially for being a lightweight. And she didn't act drunk at all. Not once. She wasn't slurring. She wasn't stumbling. She was straight. And they were drinking all day.
Yeah. That's
Just kind of throwing that out there. It kind of pissed me off because, I've already had like maybe a little more than half of this and a couple of shots, and I'm pretty toasty. I don't know about moonshine. Moonshine, like probably about 3 or 4
If
sips.
it's good
I'll be
moonshine,
like,
all you got to do is smell it, and you get a buzz.
yeah. So I'm gonna just throw that one out there and say I call bullshit.
It's a TV show, man.
I know.
But
So what do you guys
Yeah,
think
I
about the whole Glenn fighting army dude? Like, what do you think about that whole scientist situation?
I thought the
He-
dude was freaking retarded for being so smart. He didn't even know how to fire a gun.
Yeah, that was stupid.
having book smart and having common sense
Well,
are two totally
he-
different things, though.
He did kind of fire the gun after he shot the gas tank.
Yeah.
He was, and then he was just like, okay, like, I guess it was like maybe a trial and error.
Yeah.
He's never used a gun before, and it's
Yeah, it
like
probably was. Yeah.
adapt to the weapon.
Well,
Like,
well, I mean, I don't know, man, because I mean they've been in the apocalypse for a couple of years now, and if you haven't fired a gun at least once, then
he could have been
you've been
bludgeoned.
either hiding in a hole or something.
He could have been bludgeoned, or he probably was hiding in a hole.
Well, honestly, I think that
Well, the way
if
that-
you're bludgeoning people,
the way he was
like-
talking, like the Army Dick guy was talking. He like they were protecting him, so he really didn't have to do anything
Yeah.
except stand
Well,
there.
but what I'm saying is, if you're bludgeoning people, that's, you know, regardless of whether it's a person, a zombie, or an animal, you would kind of build up a little bit of a
Yeah.
callous to stuff like that.
When Glenn knocked the fuck out of that dude, he just went BAM!
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
regardless,
woo, go pizza
especially
guy.
not only that, but like, I think it honestly takes a little bit more to shoot somebody in the head as it would be to shoot them and
Well, I mean,
shoot somebody in the torso or something.
It's power, the power behind the gun, too. I mean, it's kind of a. Oh, are you talking
No,
about?
no, no. I mean, like to shoot somebody in the head. I think would be a lot harder to shoot. I think it'd be a lot harder to shoot somebody in the head than it would be to shoot somebody in the torso.
Oh yeah,
I'm not talking about like aiming. I'm talking about like mentally, emotionally. I'm talking about like if I was gonna shoot somebody,
no, man,
not saying that I would,
they're way
but if it
past
ever
the
came
emotional
to,
part.
well,
They're way past.
that's
the
what I'm
emotional part.
saying. But
Why are you yelling?
I'm trying to talk
Stop
over
yelling
you.
at me!
Trying to talk over you.
I
No,
can't help
what I'm
it,
saying
man.
is like, regardless of what it is, like if you're gonna shoot anything in the head, it takes a little bit more. You know, you have to have that emotional block because I don't know, like to shoot somebody in the head is like a big disgrace.
So are you saying that the dude that the scientist has an emotional block now?
No, I think that he's just been like you were saying, like
Hiding.
everybody has just been protecting him, like he hasn't had to do
pretty
anything.
much has his hole right there, man.
But like, well, what you were saying, like maybe he was bludgeoning people. Like it takes way more like emotional block to bash somebody over the head.
Oh, true,
You know,
very true, very true.
it's one thing to shoot somebody in the head, but to take a hammer or a mallet or a bat or something and whack and beat and literally crush somebody's skull
That's
in
very
with
true.
that. You know, you have to have had built up some kind of a callus unless you're just heartless
You
motherfucker.
just blocked it off and
Yeah.
just completely
Yeah.
distancing yourself. Well, speaking of bludgeoning, what did you think about the whole? I can't remember. I call her lesbian. The lesbian chick that was running around with Glenn. When dude like beat that zombie with a tire iron, I think it was.
Yeah.
And she's like, I've never seen that before. And he was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you were smiling.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is this going to be the new protagonist or antagonist that we're looking for? Because I always thought he was. As soon as they saw the previews, I think he was going to be kind of like he's already kind of like retarded crazy about going to Washington D.C. Like, so what if that scientist dies and he just like flips the fuck out?
Side note: whenever I first came across a scientist and he had all those zombies and he was jamming his gun, I'm just like, man, the one guy that knows the answer to this is gonna die. And I thought he was in that episode, but
Yeah, we all thought so too.
Yeah.
Like he stupid.
Yeah.
For being smart, he's pretty stupid.
he's a-
And
Just
well,
think
I
he's
mean,
been
he could
hiding
also
in
be
the
the
shadows.
antagonist as well. The way that he was talking to the military guy, he was just like, "We should follow them until we find a vehicle. Trust me, I'm smarter than you." Just like he could be a dickhead. He could just
Yeah.
be lying his ass off, just trying to get somewhere to like some kind of safe bunker. You know, you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
There's a
do
lot
whatever
of
you
kind
can to
of
find safety.
a lot of crazy different foreshadowing that we don't understand.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I guess we're gonna call that. We're gonna wrap it up. I mean, that was a pretty good segment. We're gonna turn this off and upload it and watch the next episode of Walking Dead. So to everybody that's watching us, DZT,
Peace.
cheers it up. Have a good one.